are well. All right. We got the music going. Happy Friday to you. Hope you are well. Oh, it's your girl Isha here. It has been a bit of a whirlwind Friday. I am actually feeling rushed today. Oh my goodness. But I'm here. Have no fear. I am here. Hope your Friday is going better than mine. And actually, I shouldn't even say that. It has been a great Friday. Closed 5 sales this morning and had 2 enrollment conversations. So it has been a really great Friday morning. Hope your day is going well too. Happy Friday to you. Come in, come in. And again, I'm Isha, Carnivalista in Chief with Events by Ashe, where we create unique and life-changing Caribbean experiences. And if you are watching me live today, please say hello in the comments below so I can big you up and say hello. If it's your first time aligning with us and you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this about travel, about food, about getting your life together, and the Caribbean carnival culture. So today I'm actually talking about one of my favorite topics, how to make more money in your business. And that may come as a surprise to you because, you know, we are the travel, I'm the travel person, right? But honestly, I really am passionate about talking with women in particular about increasing their business, increasing their revenue, and making more money. That's one of my favorite topics to talk about. But before I get into that today, let's get into an Isha fact. And as a reminder, these are little known facts about me. And today's little known fact or Isha fact is that I love the beach. It is my happy place. Now, this may not come as a surprise to you since you know that I do Caribbean travel. But at the same point in time, I have another surprising Isha fact where that is concerned. As much as I love the beach and I love being close to water, I don't know how to swim. So think about that one. I do not know how to swim. Yes, it is true. I did start taking swimming lessons a few years ago. 6 years ago. It was definitely before Kwame was born. And I just never really got around to it. And I really want to, because I do want to scuba dive one of these days. And it's funny, at least I think it's funny, having grown up as a child in Trinidad and Tobago, surrounded by water, both of those islands, and never learned how to swim. It's just funny, at least to me. I laugh about it all the time. But anyway, that is your Isha fact this week. And of course, I'm curious, do you know how to swim? Please leave me a comment in the chat if you know how to swim. And if you do, yay for you. I'm very happy that you do. It is an essential life skill. We are taking my son, Kwame, for swimming lessons because we really believe it is important. And I will get back around to it at some point in time. Anyway, so that is the Isha fact today. Enough about that, because we are talking about how to make more money in your business. That is today's topic. And I'm feeling led to talk about this topic today, especially because we are well into the second quarter of the year. And if your first quarter, and hey, let's be real, if the entire year of 2020 and the beginning of 2021 wasn't what you wanted for your business, for many people that has happened, then it's time to turn it around. It's time to refresh, rethink about what to do moving forward to make your business successful. And many industries have started to rebound, including my own. Yay. So how do you capitalize on that? So I have 3 tips to talk to you about today. That's what I was trying to say. All right. So tip number 1, change your mindset. I'm going to say that again. Change your mindset. And yes, I'm going to get a little woo-woo on you here. All right. Oh, hey, Miss Petrus. Thank you for your swim confession. I'm not the only one. Yes, lady, I love being near the water too. It just makes me feel so good, but don't know how to swim. So girl, we are in the same boat. I am here with you. All right. So tip number 1 is to change your mindset. And as I said, I'm going to get a little woo-woo on you. So stay here with me, okay? whatever you see around you in your bank account, in your business, it actually starts all up here in your mind. And I personally am a really great example of what changing your mindset can do. I don't come from a family of business owners. My mom and dad are both employed people, have been employed people for a lot of their lives. My dad more recently got into real estate and became self-employed, but I don't come from a family of people who have their own businesses or know how to run a business or even know how to build generational wealth. This is only the second generation. I am the second generation of a family who is building generational wealth. So we don't have that background. We don't have that history. So anything that I had to learn on how to start a business, how to market the business, how to make money and increase revenue is a direct result of any, coaches who I've hired, business coaches over the years, any programs that I've taken, any training, any books that I've read. And speaking of books, my personal transformation, which led me into business and becoming an entrepreneur, started way back in my 20s. And yes, I'm dating myself. And I am older than I look. If you're watching this and you're like, she's a baby. No, I am older than I look. You would be surprised. But anyway, it started way back in my 20s. And I read Ian Van Zant's book, In the Meantime, international bestseller, translated into many different languages. I read that in my early 20s and it changed my life. Personally, for me, the biggest piece that I took away from that book was taking accountability for yourself and your actions and how that manifests into your life. What is around you? How do you take accountability for what is around you? What is going on in your life? What is happening in your mind? That was the biggest takeaway for me from that book, and highly, highly recommended if you want to at least start your path or even continuing your personal transformation path. That book was a really huge one for me. And then another book that really changed my business mindset specifically was Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I'm sure many of you have heard of this book. Maybe you tried to read it and didn't get it, or maybe it's been on your list for a really long time. Well, I definitely, if you are in business, you want to change your business mindset and you want to make more money, Think and Grow Rich is the book to start with. It is the book, honestly, in my mind. So move that up to the top of your reading list and let's do it, right? Because the bottom line is you won't see the results and the transformation and the revenue in your business if you don't change your mindset. If your mindset is one that, oh, I can only make $20,000, and guess what? You're only going to make $20,000. If your mindset is, oh, my business can make six figures, then guess what? Your business will make six figures. So it really starts in your mind. It's an inside job because your efforts, you're taking actions, and you feel like you're spinning your wheels. Nothing is happening. Nothing is coming to you. Look up here. That is really the best thing that you can do. And that's why it is tip number one in terms of how to make more money in your business. It is all about changing your mindset. Now, this video is not long enough for me to go into how to do that. Okay, but if that is something that you'd like me to do a future Facebook Live on, then definitely leave me a yes in the comments and I'll be happy to get around to that. All right, so let's get into tip number 2. So the second tip that I have for making more money in your business is increasing your leads. Increasing your leads. So if you're not sure what a lead is someone who shows interest in your products and your services. Okay, that's at the very basic level. That's what a lead is. Someone who shows interest. Okay, it's not a sale. It doesn't mean there's money in your bank account yet. It's really just someone who shows interest in your products or services. How they do that is many different ways. They could visit your website. They could download a freebie that you have. They could call you. There's so many different ways, or email you or text you for that reason. But there are so many ways that you can qualify someone as a lead, but they're basically someone who shows an interest in your business. Now, this tip number 2 is really all about your marketing strategy and refining who you're selling to, because if you're selling to everyone, I guarantee you you're selling to no one. Do you have a clear idea of who your ideal client is? And that doesn't have to be anything complicated, right? But you do have to have some kind of an idea of who your ideal client is. And that doesn't mean that other people who are outside of your ideal client profile or profiles cannot buy your goods or services. It just means that you are getting really clear on your ideal client and everything that caters to them, all right? And getting more eyes on your products and services is increasing your leads. That, in very simple language, that's really what it is. Just getting more eyes on your products and services. And it's also drilling that down a little bit more. It's also about getting the right eyes, the eyes of your ideal client on what you have to offer, right? Because when you have the mindset, the correct attraction, you know who you are attracting, it speaks to your ideal client and they get eyes on it, boom, that's a sale. That's really what it all boils down to. Now, how you do that is a part of your marketing strategy. Do you even have a marketing strategy for your business? That is definitely something that you need to have. There has to be a rhyme and a reason to what you are putting out there, creating your brand and putting out there about your business. If you don't have one, you need to get one. All right. And then you get into the actual marketing tactics. So that is social media, networking, speaking. Social media is not a strategy. I have to say that it's a pet peeve of mine. You know, as I talk to other business owners and they're like, oh yeah, social media is my strategy. No, that is not a strategy. A strategy is your ideal client profile. What tactics are you going to do to attract your ideal client? That is all a part of your marketing strategy. And so many times I find that entrepreneurs, you know what your tactics are, but you haven't set the foundation. You don't even have a clear strategy. And that's why it doesn't work. You have to have a clear strategy in order to have the right tactics that attract your ideal client. It's a very, very clear sequence. And I find that many entrepreneurs who are spinning their wheels, who are not making the revenue that they want, it's because they're focusing on the tactics and they haven't tied it back to a real strategy or even an ideal client profile. And one of the simple examples that I can give of this is, for example, if your ideal client is someone who is between the ages of 40 and 55, professional women, whatever the case may be, and all of the other infographics that go along with that, and you are spending your time on TikTok videos, chances are that age bracket isn't even looking at a TikTok. They don't even know what a TikTok is, right? And I don't mean that in a mean way. I just mean it to say you need to understand where to find your ideal client. And if you don't have that ideal client, then you're basically just shooting blanks, or you're just not aiming at anything. You're not even sure what they do, what they look at, what content they consume, what social media platforms do they spend their time on, right? So that is tip number 2, increase your leads. And if you have any questions about the first one that I mentioned, changing your mindset, and the second one that I mentioned, increasing your leads, definitely leave a question in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer any specific questions that you have. So let's get on to the last one, and this is number 3. And this one is specifically in terms of increasing your conversions, all right? So let's say you have a lot of the right leads coming in, or maybe you don't know if they're the right leads and you have a lot of leads coming in. So you have a lot of people going to your website, you have a lot of inbox messages coming in on social media in regards to your sales or in regards to your products or your services, but you still have no buyers. Then you need to look into your conversions, right? And conversion is just a big fancy word that means that your leads become customers. That means that they're paying you. This is cash in the bank. It's not a promise to pay. This is actual cash in the bank. That is a conversion, all right? And that's what counts. Now, how do you increase your conversions? Then look at your sales process. Look at your website. If you have a website, you may not have one. Look at your social media profiles. Are there any bottlenecks that are stopping people from getting to the final step of paying you? And if you have this tracking ability, like, do you have an automated way to track all of these things? And you should have an automated way to track all of these things, okay? Where are your leads abandoning the sale, right? This is known as abandoned cart, like if you have a Shopify store or something. Where are people abandoning the sale? And if you don't have that kind of automated tracking ability, let's say you don't have a Shopify web store or anything like that, and you do a lot of one-to-one selling, then think about where can you be more assertive in the process, right? Where in your sales process can you be a little bit more assertive? Can you set up the next process, the next step specifically with your sales lead or with your lead over the phone? Let's say you sell one-to-one and you're on a Zoom call or you're on the phone with your potential client. Are you setting up the next step, or are you just saying, oh, well, I'll email you with the pricing and let me know what you want to do? No, set up, be more assertive, be more active in the sales process. Set up that next meeting when you're going to get back together with this person to talk about what you sent to them. You know, try to see where you can in the process to be more assertive. Have you even asked for the sale? Have you specifically said to the person, okay, so when can I expect to see your deposit? Or can you pay your deposit right now? Would you like to pay your deposit right now? Have you specifically asked for the sale? If you're doing a lot of one-to-one selling, then think about how you can be more assertive in your sales process. And these are just a few questions to check in on your actual conversion rate, right? There's so many more variations and variables that it can take, but these are just a few. And I'm not seeing any questions, so I'm just going to keep on going. All right, so I hope this was helpful, and it kind of gets your mind going in terms of how you can make more money in your business, because this area is so huge, and I find it's where a lot of entrepreneurs get stuck. They're not sure what next steps to take, or where they can change or tweak or become more assertive, or even how to create their marketing strategy, or how to figure out who their ideal client is. And those are all steps that I've taken for my business, having been in business for 10 years. It'll be 11 years this year, which is awesome. Definitely, those are all steps that I took with my own business. So I hope this was helpful, gets your mind going. Now, if you want one-to-one help, I do have a Carnivalista marketing method program, and that's for you if you really want some one-to-one help. It is 3 sessions, no fluff, in plain language that you can understand and implement. And my whole thing is I'm a planner, right? So you're getting access to my planner brain with this service, walking away with a clear client profile or profiles, a clear marketing strategy, and that way you can attract your ideal clients. You'll walk away with marketing tactics that work for you and an entire strategy built around those tactics that are perfect for your ideal clients to pay you money. So as I said, the number one mistake that I see entrepreneurs doing is that they are starting with the tactics and not with the strategy. So I'm going to help you put the cart back before the horse, get your ideal client, get your marketing strategy, work on your tactics with you, as I said, in those 3 sessions, and I'll help you work through all of it in my mentoring program. So the pricing of this is in the beta stages. So the rates are definitely going to go up after April the 30th. So definitely take a look, book today to find out if it is for you. I would love to work with you on your marketing and figure out how to get your business to make more money now that we are well into the second quarter of 2021. All right. And that's all I have to share today. I do appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And I'm going to play the music. Cue the music. Here we go. Thank you for watching today. And as always, till